Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tank12, however you want to call me, I don't really care. Welcome back to World of Tanks. And before we start off this video, or any of the topics that I want to discuss in this video, let me apologize for my absence of the last 4 months, where I haven't been around, where I have only been posting very irregularly on the discussion tab. And I'm sorry about that, but sadly, life got in the way. A lot of things that I had to do. I'm working a lot right now, and I'm still very busy. But I thought it's time to send out at least a little signal of life that I'm not dead, that this channel has not gone off the grid completely. Well, World of Tanks is going to be featured on this channel for 4 more months. Now, I'm not sure if any of you have watched my video where I did say that I had enough of World Tanks, and to be fair, maybe a bit dramatic in the afterthought, but I still am kind of done with World of Tanks. I've realized that in the last 4 months where I haven't played World of Tanks, I didn't miss it as much as I expected to miss it, and I didn't really have the urge to play the game or get informed about new vehicles. I did see that there are a couple of premium tanks that they brought out, that they brought back Murney 13, but I missed most of these things, and to be fair, it's fine because I've already experienced most of the things. So yeah, my time in World Tanks is pretty much coming to an end, and on the 28th of March, I'm going to be releasing the final video on World of Tanks on this channel. But that doesn't mean that I want to stop making YouTube content. I've had a lot of fun with video games, and I always kind of regretted having this huge focus on World of Tanks and never, delving into other things such as strategy games, such as shooters, and, doing funny little compilations, or even War Thunder. Because I've been enjoying War Thunder quite a lot in the recent few years. I've enjoyed War Thunder more than I've enjoyed World of Tanks, at least in the last 2 to 3 years. And sadly, I just think that I think War Thunder is now more a game suited to my playstyle, and I want to make some videos on that. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to completely abandon World of Tanks in the next 4 months. We're still going to have a lot of World of Tanks content coming. I'm going to be making tank reviews. I'm going to be making some funny little videos. We're going to have some compilations, some very good old FV183 compilations. Don't worry about that. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to try out some things that I maybe wouldn't have done prior because I would have cared too much about my stats. But I think right now I'm just trying to have some fun in the game, and I'm playing the vehicles that I've always enjoyed and the ones that I really want to test out right now. So, right here, as you can see, we are playing the Revelarise. We're on Studianski. Pretty nice map, in my opinion. It was overworked a little bit, so the south down here in this little village has actually been opened up, so there are more alleyways to get into this dip, not just by rushing right through the buildings. And today we're playing the Revelarise because Wargaming are currently selling this vehicle, and I did make a review on it about a year ago, and I still think it's a pretty cool tank. But it has its limitations, and it's certainly not for everyone, especially since it barely has any armor, and its penetration is kind of subpar if you would compare it to any more recent premium vehicles. But still, nonetheless, a vehicle that I've enjoyed a lot, and I don't know if you like a Sherman vehicle, if you like Sherman tanks, you're gonna love this vehicle. It's basically just a big Sherman with a 105mm gun at tier 8, and it's a premium as well. So yeah, maybe you might consider picking this one up. I'm not gonna be making a review in this video, but it's a pretty decent tank still, in my opinion. But it has a little bit of a few shortcomings, especially considering its armor. It's a Sherman. I don't think you can expect a lot of armor protection when you're playing a Sherman. Well, yeah, about that, I think we can also talk a little bit about the plans that I have for the next couple of months. World of Tanks videos are going to be the feature, and they are going to be the focus up until the 28th of March. But I'm still going to be putting some new videos in there where I'm going to be covering strategy games that I like to play. I'm going to be covering some shooters probably as well. We're going to be trying out mods. I'm going to show you guys some really cool games with some really awesome mods. And I'm just going to see if you guys actually enjoy these videos or not. And for all of the tank, the tankness that you need, all of the vehicles, the heavy machinery, we are going to be playing War Thunder, and we're also going to be playing World of Tanks. And I still have a couple of reviews that I want to finish up. I still want to have, I want to give you guys all of my knowledge that I can accumulate, and then give it to you in certain videos where it might be useful for you. I'm also going to have a video where I'm going to be explaining the reason for my leave, why I think it's a good time to stop playing World of Tanks. That one is going to cover a lot of the recent history of World of Tanks and what has happened to the game in the last I would say about 6 to 7 years, where Wargaming have really tightened the noose around the monetization and all of the features that have gone missing during that time. I'm probably going to miss a lot of things that Wargaming have done prior or even during that time, but that video is going to feature or cover basically all of the important things in my book that have made me kind of estranged with World of Tanks. Now, I obviously don't want to make it like a whole dramatic kind of thing. I've had a lot of enjoyment in World of Tanks. I have had great times in this game. There is no game that has ever gripped me as much as World of Tanks has. But I still think it's certainly time for me to finish this World of Tanks journey on YouTube. I will still play it occasionally, but I realize that it's just no longer doing the same thing to me that it did prior. So yeah, I'm not getting the same kind of enjoyment that I got back in the days. And obviously it's clear because this game has changed a lot. I have changed a lot, and I think a lot of players have changed during that time as well. So it makes sense that a game such as World of Tanks is going to become something that is different from what it used to be. Right here you can see we are in a final 4 versus 4 engagement, and sadly for us, this Type 59 does the right thing. He pushes into us. I'm trying to get like the T-77 out of the game, making myself a target at that moment and getting knocked out by the T-77. Sadly, we do not end up winning this one, even though we have a top gun. And we had some serious support from our TDs back here. They're just tier 6 vehicles. They can't do all that much. And as you can see, one of the Super Hellcats is sadly firing high explosive. But it's a very difficult task to go up against a Type 59 when you're a Super Hellcat. So I'm not going to be blaming them at all. But yeah, these are my plans. The next couple of weeks, I'm going to be uploading a bit of World of Tanks. You're going to have some different strategy games that I'm going to be covering as well. Company of Heroes 3 is going to be one of the games that I want to cover. Stronghold, I just bought the newest Stronghold Definitive Edition. That is going to be something that I want to cover. And there's a lot of exciting stuff coming. Hopefully you guys are excited. For the next 4 months, we're still going to be covering World of Tanks in depth in certain areas, but I'm probably not going to be reviewing any more premium vehicles that are coming out, because I'm not buying any of the premium vehicles. But I can review all of the remaining premium vehicles that I still have, and hopefully you guys will have a little bit of an overview of what kind of vehicles are out there. And other than that, you're still going to have some pretty good sources out on YouTube. So thanks for watching. I hope I see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good time.